Welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. Today, I want us to have a candid discussion around what is happening between President William Samoei Arap Ruto and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, because we have been hearing that President William Samoei Arap Ruto has been sending emissaries to rule Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka so that he can actually join the government. And many people say that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is a very good person, but he is working with people of bad company. And when they are saying that, actually they mean Rigathi Gachagua. And now and again, most of the leaders within the government have always been coming out and they have been saying that the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto is in negotiation with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka so that he can join the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto. But Stephen has always been coming out and he has been saying that it is true that he has been receiving people who are persuading him to join President William Samoei Ruto's government. But he has said that he cannot do that. He cannot join William Samoei Arap Ruto because he believes that joining William Samoei Arap Ruto will be injustice to the people of this nation. And he has really said that he belongs in the Wamnyoro group, that he cannot leave Rigathi Gachagua, Martha Karua, and Eugene Wamalwa, who are trying to make sure that William Samoei Arap Ruto is actually going to serve in one term. And there is this question which many people are asking, that if William Samoei Arap Ruto make a very good offer to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, can Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka actually refuse completely to join William Samoei Arap Ruto? That is actually what I want to discuss about. But before I dive in, I could request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to this YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you give YouTube permission so that you can get notified to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you, because you are behind our inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. Now, let us go back to the discussion. If President William Samoei Arap Ruto could give a very sweet offer to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, do you think can Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka be able to refuse that gesture and to take the offer? And before we dive in to that, I want you to tell the history of this nation that political leaders are actually selfish people. And political leaders, they are always eyeing their personal interest. And whenever you will find political leaders, actually their interests are being met, then you will find that they can jump from one group to the other group. And that is actually has been happening in history. And therefore, if you look at all political leaders, you will find that at one time, when a sweet offer has been made to them, they always jump to the side of the government. Let me start by explaining to you that at one time, the late President Moi made a very good offer to Raila Amolo Odinga when they formed what we call the new KANU. And he made Raila Amolo Odinga to be the Secretary General of KANU. And that offer, because it was good, it was admirable, it was accepted by Raila Amolo Odinga because it served his interest. And this has been happening now and again with Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Until now, he is in bed with William Samoei Arap Ruto when he asked him to join the government and to assist him to form a broad-based government. So for Raila, he was actually made an offer by William Samoei Ruto, by Emilio Kibaki, by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and recently by William Samoei Arap Ruto, and he graciously joined and accepted that offer, and he is now part of the broad-based government. That has also happened even to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Do you remember the time when Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was actually made to be the vice president of Emilio Kibaki, the late president, the late former president? What really happened is that he was in the opposition with Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. But after elections, Emilio Kibaki came with that offer that you should join me and I will make you to be my vice president. And Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka actually accepted that graciously, and he became the vice president of Emilio Kibaki during his second tenure. And we can also talk about very many political leaders who have actually been given an offer and they have always accepted that offer. And you will find that whenever those offers have been made, nothing changes in the lives of the common mwananchi at all. And that is why I always tell my listeners that you cannot trust politicians because once a sweet offer will be made for them, they will always abandon the citizen or the citizens. And you will always find that the citizens are always alone. And even you saw what happened recently when that offer was made to Gideon Moi. Whoever knew that Gideon Moi was going to be given an offer by President William Samoei Ruto, and he had to accept that. He was able to accept. And now Gideon Moi is working with President William Samoei Arap Ruto, and probably he will support William Samoei Arap Ruto re-election late come 2027. And therefore, for me, I can tell the Kenyans that the offer which is being made to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has not become sweet enough. Because I strongly believe that if the offer will be good enough, then I am very sure that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will gladly jump from the side of opposition, from the side of Wamnyoro group, and he will join gladly President William Samoei Arap Ruto, even if currently Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is saying that he cannot join the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto, that his conscience cannot accept that. Do you remember when Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka said that he cannot actually be able to deputize Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga unless he's very stupid. But at the end, what happened? He was able to deputize again Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And I am very sure, even if now Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is saying that he cannot actually join the government, and insisting that he cannot, I am very sure what Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is actually doing is trying to raise the bar, is trying to act tough so that he can raise the over, so that he can make the over to be more sweeter. But I'm very sure that if President William Samoei Arap Ruto could come up with one of the best over to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, then Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka can actually abandon the Wamnyoro group, and he will even start talking evils about the Wamnyoro group. He cannot even say that I was not ready to abandon this group, but I found that I was in a wrong place, and I found that they were using me. So I can tell the Kenyans that even if Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka right now is saying that he cannot join the government, that William Samoei Ruto should stop sending emissaries to him because he's not interested. What I know is that the over is not sweet enough. But if William Samoei Ruto will make it to be sweeter, I'm very sure that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is actually likely to abandon the Wamnyoro group and will be in bed with the government of the day. In your own thinking, do you think if William Samoei Ruto will make a very sweet offer to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, will he refuse? Let me, for example, if William Samoei Ruto will tell Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka that I want to make you to be the deputy president, let come 2027, you will be my running mate, and you will get key ministerial positions and PSs, will that offer be rejected by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Please drop your comment to tell me what Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, whether he will agree to that or he cannot agree to that. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe, hit the notification bell, give this video a like, and by doing that, you are not going to incur anything. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I can never forget to say thank you. And with that, until we meet in our next political conversation, thank you, and may God bless you all abundantly.